Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I know it's early. Hold on. I'm out of control. Okay, let's see. There we go. I wanted to hurry up and get through the rest of the zodiac. I know I have been lollygagging. Let's see. I want to make sure y'all can see the cards. Yeah, that works. That works. All right. Hello, Aquarius. I am Jaja, and this is Cosmic Mirror Tarot. Today, we are actually going to do your March overview. So, this will be March 2023. This is for anyone with an Aquarius sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. What else? What other tidbits do I want to give? I've been using the Mermaid Tarot, but for whatever reason, as I was like thinking about what cards to use, I was told to do the Tarot of Dreams for y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with that. Yeah, and let's just see what comes up, okay? All right, y'all can see me. Everything's good. Don't really like that chair there, so give me a second. All right. That is much, much better. All right, so let's give this a couple shuffles. Divine Holy Spirit, please give me any messages that you have for Aquarius for the month of March in 2023. Aquarius for the month of March 2023. Let's see. I will be only taking the base cards in the upright. And then I think I'm going to clarify with the Mermaid Tarot. And then we'll take those however they come. All right? Cool beans. And they want a Celtic cross. They said 2 more shuffles. So we'll go ahead and do that. Awesome. All right. Listen, first card out is your card, the Star. Love to see you in a major arcana come up in your overall energy. Love to see it. Okay. Then we have the King of Swords crossing it. Your divine influence is the Lovers. Most recent past is the 7 of Coins. Subconscious, listen, is the Empress. Your future or outcome is the King of Wands. Your attitude is the 10 of Coins. Your environment is the King of Cups. Your hopes and your fears is the 8 of Wands. And your future position is the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, or what you don't see coming, is the 6 of Coins, the King of Coins, and the Queen of Swords. Ace of Coins, Chariot, High Priestess. Love to see it. Okay. Let's move you back a little bit more. Aquarius. Okay. So your overall energy of the Star with the King of Swords crossing it. So the Star is all about healing as well as being the star of your own show, basically. Being I'm hearing completely one with yourself, feeling like you're putting your best foot forward. You're really in love with yourself, is what I'm hearing. this King of Swords crossing it is interesting because the King of Swords is like a no nonsense. You also have the Queen of Swords here. Um, Actually, you have all the kings, and I'll actually get to that in a second. But the King of Swords specifically crossing this, crossing you in your divine feminine energy really tells me that there's some things that you're trying to hold back. You're being a little closed off with your energy. And I want to say, I mean, it's interesting because everything outside of you is really, really good. There's some friction almost between this King of Wands, Five of Wands. They're pinging off of each other in your outcome, in your future position. And that may be why you're being a little closed off. There may be someone in your energy that you are just not really trying to engage with at this time. I feel like by the end of the month you're almost forced to in a way, but the conflict and the rub that's coming up is a Five of Wands. Although that is competition and conflict, it's a minor arcana, right? Whereas you're surrounded by a lot of major arcanas and divine feminine and masculine archetypes. The Five of Wands isn't that big of a deal, and we'll clarify to see what that is. Your divine influence of the Lovers, it could honestly be about a relationship. To be honest, I do see a lot here around love, which I'll get to in a moment. But also, for those who aren't, dealing with a relationship, maybe you're single or you've just been in a relationship for a really long time and that's going good. The Lovers can represent being at a point in your life where you have to make some sort of decision, right? Do I go left or do I go right? You standing in your own energy as the star right now tells me that whatever decision you make will be good for you, because you're standing in your archetypal energy, right? It's very balanced. And the Lovers is also very balanced as well. So I love to see it. I love your most recent pass of the Seven of Coins because it tells me that there's something that either creatively or at work that you have planted some seeds, right? And from everything that's here, whatever seeds it was that you planted in the past is going to be successful. Um, I also just have to throw that out there. Whenever I get the Seven of Pentacles with the Empress, I get pregnancy. Take it as it resonates. But I'm getting more of you just being very controlling of your finances, your energy, what you commit to, like that sort of things. It's like you're being very, very strategic with where your energy goes. Your subconscious of the Empress. This is all about your subconscious mind being rooted in abundance, fertility. And fertility doesn't necessarily have to be a child, right? It could just be growing your business, taking on um, extra responsibilities at work, or getting a promotion, or it's all about creating something. The Empress creates, right? That's the point of the child that she's holding in this picture. It's supposed to represent the divine feminine archetype of creation, right? And think of all the things that you can create. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles in your most recent past, you have already done that. So whether that's making jewelry, making clothing, some sort of art, there's a form of creation here that your subconscious mind, can I get the word right? That your subconscious mind is super focused on. And I love that for you. Your outcome of the King of Wands. From an archetype perspective, the King of Wands represents passion, being a visionary leader. The King of Wands is very much, I get what I want, right? I do what I want and I get what I want, right? He's just very, very fiery. So I love the balance that you have between divine feminine and masculine energy. It leans a little bit more masculine, but to be honest with you, the feminine energy that you have here, the Empress, the Star, the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, like that's some real powerful feminine energy, right? So I just overall feel, Aquarius, you're going to be very, very balanced this month. This whole row, the 10 of coins, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, like for your attitude to be 10 of coins, it basically confirms to me you're planting your seeds, you're focused on your money and the stuff that you're creating. The 10 of coins is the 10 of pentacles is the end all be all, whatever your end all be all is, right? It's ultimate physical, like 3D based happiness, right? So whether that's family, the house, I always say like the house on the hill with the white picket fence and the 2.5 kids, or it could just be traveling the world, you and your partner, or by yourself, whatever your 10 of pentacles is, that's where your mind is right now. And I love it. The King of Cups being in your environment, there may be something at this time that you feel a little bit more emotional about. But again, it's the King of Cups versus the Queen of Cups. The King of Cups is way more reserved when it comes to his energy. It's traditionally, it's not so much on this card, but traditionally in the Rider-Waite King of Cups, he's sitting on top of water, but there's a concrete slab at his feet. And it's supposed to represent he doesn't get overwhelmed with emotion. He's very controlling of his energy. Whereas when you look at the Queen of Cups, like there's water all around her, right? Which is supposed to represent like she just overabundantly gives sometimes. The King of Cups doesn't do that. And I think that's way in line with everything else that's here, with the King of Swords that's crossing you, the Queen of Swords and what you don't see coming. Your hopes and your fears of the 8 of Wands, it's giving me a hope. You're hoping for forward movement. You're hoping for communication. And I'm just getting this feeling of, I don't know if in the past, Aquarius, you felt stuck in something, but it's giving me this feeling of like, okay, I can finally move forward. Here's the thing, the astrology for March absolutely supports that. I tell people all the time, it makes no sense for us to make New Year's resolutions in the dead of winter, right? Like it just energetically, it's just not the business. Waiting until spring hits, which is March, right? Particularly the spring equinox in the middle of March, is way more conducive to forward movement, right? For change, right? It's being in alignment with our planet and the astrology. And so I definitely feel that for you. It's interesting because you get this like buildup of energy and then it stops with this 5 of Wands that's here. But again, like I said, I'm going to clarify that. I'm also picking up, I don't know if there's something in your home space that's causing a bit of a rub, Aquarius. This may just be for 1 or 2 people, but I'm getting this sense of just friction and like it's petty stuff. It's nothing significant, but it's almost as if you've outgrown something. Now, whether that's a particular family member, like maybe you and a family member were super, super close in the past, and now all of a sudden it's just like we're just not on the same level, right? It could be a friend as well. But I'm getting more here that like, because in the what you don't see coming, you have the 6 of Coins, and some people say the 6 of Coins is about balance. It's more in balance, right? And this is actually giving me Page of Coins vibes, mainly because of the man who's on here. He kind of looks like a page to me. I get this sense here with all the major arcana and all the court cards that are out. You are in divine energy right now, Aquarius. And there may be just like 1 or 2 people, right, who just aren't on your level. There's no other way to put this, and it's not to be rude, but and And I feel like you know this, right? Because you do have the Star and the Queen of Swords here. Those are both your cards. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords um, is you in divine feminine, divine masculine energy. The Star is your major arcana card. And so I'm just getting this like, don't worry about this 5 of Wands that's in your outcome, okay, or in your future position. I just overall, it's like giving me like a blip on the map. It might seem overwhelming at some point, but like, or while you're in it, but from the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be anything significant. The what you don't see coming of the King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, the High Priestess. I mean, holy major arcana. Okay. Essentially, what this is telling me is your money looks good. Your money looks really good with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. There may actually be here in the month of March something. Either you get a large order or something like that from your business, or you get maybe a promotion or something. Maybe your taxes, you get back way more than you thought you would. Something of that nature where it's like the universe blesses you with a little extra. I definitely see that for the month of March. This Chariot and High Priestess is a very interesting energy because it gives me deeply spiritual. Like, you're deeply spiritual, deeply in your trying to understand. uh, There, sorry, Spirit just asked me, like, what does spirituality mean? Spirituality is different for everyone, right? What I love, I tell people all the time, I'm spiritual, not religious, but Jesus is my homeboy, right? Like, I I can't do the structured um and kind of rigidness of a church, right? Or like, like I could never do that. And that's not my relationship with my God, right? Who I happen to believe or see as Jesus. Um and so I'm almost getting this, like, I feel like Spirit asked the question, like, what is spirituality? It's different for everyone, right? But what I love is, I heard a saying one time that just completely stuck with me, and it was like, it's relationship, not religion, right? What is your relationship with your God, your ancestors, the universe, like whoever, like, for me, I personally believe all of the names that we have given God, it's all the same thing, right? That's my own personal belief, right? Like, whether it's Allah or um Krishna or Buddha, like those are these they're all the same people. It's just different aspects, or different sides to what is God, right? What I loved about Hebrew, because I actually am studying biblical Hebrew at this time, is that the name that they give for God is like the unfathomable. Like, we can't even, they call him Adonai, right? But it's this, like, and Adonai just means Lord in Hebrew, right? Because the actual, like, letters that they have, and it does technically spell out a name, but it's like, we can't even, our human minds can't even fathom what God is. And I say all of that to say, what I'm getting off of this Chariot and High Priestess Aquarius is almost like you're starting to have that conversation with yourself of, like, okay, who is God to me? What does walking in my spiritual path look like? Like, what does that mean? Right? And I love that. I think that's a very beautiful place to be. I would say, one of the things, I'm real big on, like, deconstructing, like, colonialism and just like what I was originally told that God is, and the tenets of what it meant to be a good Christian, right? As I've gotten older, I've had to release some of that stuff that just it doesn't resonate with me, right? Like and so I say that to say, as you're going down this path, be gentle with yourself. The questions that come up, if you have some sort of religious person, a guru or a priest or a pastor that you can go to, definitely seek answers. But also, the only thing that matters is, does that feel right for you? And that to me is what being spiritual versus religious is it's like, what fits me in my worldview, right? That was a really long explanation, but I got all of that off of the Chariot and the High Priestess, and I love to see it. And the thing about the Chariot is, it's the fastest moving card in the deck. You have the number one and number two. Well, number one and number three fastest, because the second fastest is the Knight of Swords, but after that comes the Eight of Wands. So you have both the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, which tells me you're off to the races come March for sure. It also tells me with this High Priestess afterwards, expect to experience um, ascension symptoms. There's tons of videos on YouTube around it. Victor Adobo, I don't know if he still does it, but he was my like guide as I was going through ascension and then finally like decided to step into my spiritual path, because there's things that just collectively we all experience, like nausea and headaches and existential crises and you know what I'm saying. So that just so that you don't feel crazy, because this Chariot and High Priestess is definitely giving me a quick path to ascension for you. So definitely find a community or find someone that kind of you resonate with and can understand what you're going through. All right. I feel like most of these are very self-explanatory. I do want to get something on this past, the Lovers, the King of Wands, the Five of Wands. Yeah, so let's see we'll start with the Lovers. What's going on with the Lovers for Aquarius? They said 2 more shuffles. So we'll go ahead and get that started. All right, so clarifying the Lovers, you have the 4 of Wands reverse, the Star again, and the 3 of Swords reverse. You might have to make a decision around a relationship. Here's the thing, 4 of Wands reverse tells me that this wasn't a stable relationship. It's 4 of Wands is supposed to represent freedom and celebration and weddings and a home. It could also represent like a soulmate connection. Whenever I see it in the reverse, it's like a broken home or an imbalance in a relationship, that it feels restrictive, right? Because the opposite of freedom is of course being enslaved or trapped, right? Next to this Star and the 3 of Swords in the reverse, it's the 3 of Swords in the reverse is all about forgiving yourself, forgiving the past, moving past heartbreak. So it's very clear to me that the decision that you may be confronted with at this time is, how do I move forward? Right? Again, you have you in your major arcana, the Star coming up twice in the upright. So I feel like whatever decision you make, you're going to be very, very happy with. Okay, clarifying the Seven of Coins is the Page of Cups, Death in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups again, Page of Cups, Seven of Coins, Empress gives me pregnancy. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Here's the thing. With Death in the reverse and Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's like, and this is all clarifying the Seven of Coins. And the Seven of Coins is all about planting seeds, thinking, and like, is the main question with the Seven of Swords is, was the energy that I put into something worth it in the end? Like, did I get something back? The Page of Cups, Death reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's telling me that you really sat down and thought about either how this relationship had you completely feeling not right. It was the same thing over and over again. You felt like you took 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, and it was just this back and forth. And you finally had to make the investment in yourself, is what I'm getting off of that, which I love to see it. All right, let's see what's going on with this King of Wands. You have the Five of Swords. That is way too many. Can you give me something else on this King of Wands? The Page of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. You know what's interesting? I gave the archetype for the King of Wands as being as being a visionary leader and being very passionate, and that just may be the energy that you're in come the end of this month. However, I did originally get like, this King of Wands is not the same as the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Swords. Like, it's almost as if the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Cups is your energy, and this King of Wands is not. So it doesn't surprise me that the Five of Swords and Two of Pentacles is following that. I don't know if someone new has came into your life, or maybe expect for someone new to come into your life. I would say within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Honestly, I mean, Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, this person may not be as committed as you would like. So just be cognizant of that. And again, I'm almost getting this energy of like, this person may present themselves as a king, but really they're a page. And remember, in the beginning, I was getting this, like, some people just aren't on your level. And I'm feeling that with this King of Wands, Aquarius. All right, let's see what's going on with this Five of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. There's, excuse me, there's something here around patience. The universe wants you to be patient with something. They don't want you in little tit for tat arguments. If you are still kind of in this mess of trying to decide whether or not you leave a partner, they almost want no contact, or contact that's so slow that it gives you the opportunity to fully heal. There's something really good at the other end of this, because you have the Wheel of Fortune right at the end. And I just feel like whatever little argument, like I said, remember I was saying earlier, like, it may seem in the moment that it's this huge deal, but I feel all I'm getting off of this Five of Wands is that it's petty and it does not deserve your attention. So, and it's pinging off of this King of Wands. So I almost feel like, you know how sometimes when we leave one relationship and we meet someone else, and you're in the honeymoon phase of, or still getting to know someone, and so you think this person is, the end all be all. You think this person is the end all be all, and maybe your actual person, when in reality they're just either just like the person you just left, or just not it. And so I'm getting that off of this Five of Wands, King of Wands, where it's just like this person may be very attractive. It may seem like they're committed. They're really, they're showing up as a king, but they're really a page. There's two cards here between the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands of just like, I don't know if I'm in or I'm out, And Spirit is just like, don't, that's not your stuff, not your monkey, not your circus, right? You have something bigger on the other side. You have a blessing. You have something that's fated. Control where your energy goes. Okay, clarifying the Chariot and the High Priestess is the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, first of all, Holy Cups. 8, 9, 10, 11, 21. Yeah. Not the feeling that I was getting off of this Four of Wands reverse, this like not feeling completely fulfilled in something, whether that's a job or a relationship. There's so many cups here. I would say it's a relationship. Doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could again just be family. I feel like realizing that some of your relationships don't fulfill you or fill you up as much as you would like, lead you to walk away, and walking away then gives you the space to start asking yourself some of those more spiritual questions that I was talking about earlier. That's what I'm getting off of that. It's just like this, I'm walking away from the negativity. I'm walking away from people not holding themselves accountable. I'm walking away from the imbalance in energy. I'm an empress, I'm a queen. These are pages, right? Like empresses do not engage with pages. That's just the energy that I'm getting here. And it's like once you step into that energy, once you've made that decision, okay, I'm going to cut those people out of my life, that's when you like I said, you have the emotional capacity to then ask some of the deeper questions about yourself and your life and your spirituality and et cetera, et cetera. All right. I feel complete in that, Aquarius. I love that for you. Again, I just love that you're standing in your own energy. Like, I'm just like obsessed, totally obsessed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull from the Ancestor Oracle and then close out your reading. So let's see what your ancestors have to say about all this. Holy Spirit, please guide my beautiful hands to deliver the ancestor messages for Aquarius. Okay. 2 more shuffles, they said. Artist. Didn't I say there's something that you're putting a lot of passion and energy behind? I love to see that for you, Aquarius. I really do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hold on. Let me find the... Here it is. Artists. The act of manifesting artistic expression requires you to listen closely to what inspires you and then take the necessary steps to see your vision through to completion. When artistic expression manifests in the physical realm, it has the distinct possibility of inspiring others. The artist ancestor that is hiding behind a cloak of fear and self-consciousness is willing to support you in this endeavor, as long as you're willing to allow them free reign. What is it that inspires you? What blocks you from following through? What are the fears that so far have prevented you from making art? What stories do you keep telling yourself that inhibit a passionate expression of this artistic legacy? As you identify these fears, know that the best way to overcome them is through taking risk and going for it. If you already consider yourself an artist, what has stopped you from moving your creative expressions further out into the world? It's time to honor those urges, to seek the support of ancestors for taking these risks, and to consistently set aside time to act on these internal promptings. After all, what do you have to lose? I love, love, love that. I love how Spirit wraps up the reading. I think it's totally in line. You stepping into yourself, you being more creative, you're investing more in yourself and your energy and your time, and just into something artistic or new. Like I said, there was a lot of major arcana there on the table, so the universe is totally in support of you. I love that for you, Aquarius. I hope this video resonated. If it did, please hit that thumbs up and that like button. I'm trying to grow the channel, so I will take all the help I can get. Also, leave a comment below. I always respond. And I will check back in with y'all in about a week. All right. Have a good day. Bye.